Happy New Year. And just so you know, one of my bucket list goals is to plan a trip once a month. So we're on our way to Portland, Maine, me and my son, Seth. And it was a beautiful trip. Look at him sleeping here. So basically, we stayed downtown in the Aloft Hotel, which was beautiful. That's the lobby there. We stayed on the 5th floor with a beautiful view. I requested to be on a higher floor. This is like the lobby area where they had games. They still had their Christmas tree up, but it was really cute. They had a bar, no open bar, but it was cool. Our room was a king-size room with 2 full windows, cute little couch. The bathroom was really nice, and they have a light in the shower, which I loved. A super duper driver. The same day that we went down, we ended up taking a boat ride across their waterway. I'm not sure exactly what body of water we were on, but we took a boat ride. It only cost us a whopping $6.10. But before that, we went to Gilbert's Charter House and got a lobster roll. It was good, just need a little bit more seasoning. This is another view of the area. This is me and Seth when we got to Peaks Island. Even though there was nothing to do, it was still really nice. This is us riding the boat, chatting in the camera. He hates when I make him talk in the camera, but for the most part, we enjoyed our time and was just talking and hanging out, laughing. It was similar to the Staten Island Ferry, if there's any New Yorkers watching this, similar to that where you can take a ferry from one place to another across a body of water to travel. And it was a nice little ride. Here is footage of us walking and how it looks to like get onto the ferry itself. You know, there was a lot of people that were there and it was snowing. So this is another view of how it looks. It's just a lot of nice houses, a lot of bodies of water, a lot of trees. It was cold, but we had a good time. This is getting back on the boat and just the view that we had exiting.
Does it rhyme?
So what's up, guys? This is something a little different. We are out of town. I drove 5 hours to Maine. We are in Portland, Maine, but we might be traveling to other parts of Maine. But so far it's been good. You see that? It's snowing out here. We went on a boat ride. We walked around a little bit. We got some lobster rolls. We're trying to find out what else we're gonna do. This trip is very special because me and my son, well, it's really my bucket list, but he has no choice. He has to come too. My bucket list is to finish a majority of the states within the United States that I haven't been to as of yet. So I'm trying to go to places that I haven't been all year. The only place I'm repeating is Jamaica, but I'm going to a different part of Jamaica, so we'll get to that at that point. But this trip right now is very special because instead of making New Year's resolutions, I did bucket list so that it makes it a little bit more fun to attain. So one of my bucket list goals are to travel to a new place once a month. Also, strictly focus on me and my son and my business, which, if you know me, it's hard to do that, but it's also something that's necessary. There's been instances where I afford too much help and it almost backfires, because when you're almost tired of helping, it's not received well. And it's not because I have the best tone or I might say it the nicest way, because it probably isn't. But my intention is to be there and to be supportive, but at times you just get tired. So this trip almost didn't happen because we weren't feeling well, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna cancel. But for some reason, the booking agency wasn't answering the phone, so I couldn't cancel. When I called the hotel, they said they can't cancel without the booking agency. So nonetheless, we still made it, and it's actually been a beautiful trip so far. Me and my son are having a good time. We're about to watch the movies, and I said I'm gonna do something a little bit different with this vlog because it's going to be more about feelings and talking and just me communicating, not necessarily about my business or hair, just more about me personally, which I see that it helps you relate to people more. Like if you look at my previous videos, it's a lot about my family, my life, work, things like that. And I knew with this trip, I was going to do content. I'm going to do reels and things like that. But I wanted to do something a little bit different where I'm more vulnerable and I'm trying to just talk and express feelings about certain things. So this trip has been very important, although, you know, there's a lot of changes happening in life, especially since the year has just started. But I think that I've been kind of like quiet for some time, where it's like I want to say certain things, but because I know it's not going to be received well, I don't say it. And then someone else says it for me and it's not the way I intended. So then that causes more problems that I was trying to avoid to begin with, if that makes sense. So it's like me telling you something and the person I'm telling it about, you tell them instead of me, and how you explain my story or what I'm trying to say comes out crazy. So now I have a bigger problem than the original problem, if that makes sense. But I'm trying to react less to situations that go on, and I'm trying to not allow everybody else's issues or problems affect what I have going on. So this trip is very special because I needed to get away and I needed to stick to the plan I made for myself. I make a lot of plans for myself, but when certain things happen with other people, I feel obligated in some ways to help if I'm able to. But then it's like, when does the help stop? And whenever I'm ready, the person might not be ready or the people might not be ready. And then it's not received well because now it looks like, oh, you don't want to help? Or, oh, you giving up? Or I don't really know how they're receiving it. They don't say anything, but you could tell by mannerisms, you know what I'm saying? But me and my son are having a great time. I got this drink called, what was it called? Aviva. I got Aviva. So it had Bombay in it and some raspberry and some other stuff. But it's actually really cute drinking. Look how my nails look. I should take this picture for my niece. I'm not gonna edit that out. But yeah, this year is a lot about reflection. And I just wanted to say, for the people that are like me, I'm a Libra. And what I would say, we were very misunderstood, but we work very hard and we want to do a lot and be the best at everything. And that may be something that is out of this world, but we're going to try anyway, and we're going to die trying. But this felt good to finally break free from what I put on myself and what people have put on me as far as pressure in certain ways. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to vlog, and I'm going to just kind of like vlog story time and just rant, a soft rant, not a negative rant, but kind of just expressing what I feel. So if it makes sense, cool. If it doesn't, it is what it is, because it's more so for me to just let it out rather than just make like a regular vlog of this is Maine and this is this and that. It's going to be mixed with that, but it's also going to have clips of me just having these confessional type moments, which is different because I'm always like calculated, like, oh, I'm going to do a hair vlog. It got to be like this, got to be like that, got to show my edges and my products, which is all cool, but I want to kind of do something a little bit different so that people see like my change and my growth and the things that I'm going through, but not to put anybody else down. This is about me, solely about me and what changes I want to make and the things that I want to do to achieve certain things and what I need to release, let go of, that I did my best, and the best, that was it. You don't have to guilt trip yourself about you having great intent. You know, you can't always determine the results. And I feel like everything that I do, I try to do with great intent. And if it doesn't convey that way, you know, it's unfortunate, but I know what I went in trying to do. So that's it for now, because we got to read a book, because yes, Seth still has work to do on vacation, and then we're gonna chill, watch movies. I don't know if we're gonna go back outside to get anything. We might just order in, but I'll be back and we'll like reflect on other things, and I'll try to see how I'm gonna piece it all together. It might be a YouTube short, or it'll just be like a random rant. I'm not sure, but I'm just doing what feels right when it comes to my my production of this year. So I'm letting things flow. I'm not like obsessing over deadlines, obsessing over projects. It's more like, this is me, and this is me now. I know you knew me in 6th grade. I'm not her. I knew you knew me in high school. I'm not her either. College is like I'm advanced or advancing from all those stages. So you got to meet me in 2023 with what I'm up to now. And it may or may not fit the agenda that you have built for me, and that's okay too. You may not fit in my agenda. We can still respect each other from a distance, but it's more so that this has to happen for me to open and unlock my next chapter. So Maine is amazing. I will do different clips of everything that I've done here, and we're only going to be here maybe 2 or 3 days, but so far we've done a lot since we got here. So we're probably just going to chill for tonight, and we'll resume. So be safe, many blessings. I'm out. Oh my goodness, I love the lighting here so much. So I need to brush my teeth. So I have my little travel toothpaste, but the big one. I need more travel stuff. That's actually something that I've been thinking of, is to have more travel stuff products. He won't stop talking to me. What'd you say? Let me see. Okay, so now I'm dressed. I am dressed now. I'm using some pants I wore before. Just kidding. And now I'm about to do my hair. So, fun fact, I don't have a brush, but I have my trusty Y2 comb and my age control. I just love this rectum so much. So today we just going to, my hair is pretty much trained to me. So I don't need to do too much. The end is where the magic happens, you know? The end is where the magic happens. So this is my trusty string from my skirt. I don't know why I did that. I'm always looking for something that can hold my hair because I have like, my hair is just like wide. That's how I describe it. I just have wide hair. And when I'm looking for a good tight something for my hair, I just can't seem to find it. So I use shoestrings, probably not the best, but I've been doing it for a long time. So if your hair is not strong enough to be used by it, I can say, okay, where's this go? Oh yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, curl is getting a little wide, as you can see, but this is the drill. And you just gotta get it up in there and pull it out. So you can't see none of my edges. Now you can. Other Libby collection, because my other one was fading away. So it's just edges. It worked. It turned into a character or something.
It was supposed to be on part.
Say cheese.
I slipped.
then we traveled to the International Cryptozoology Museum, and it is an exciting field that studies hidden and unconfirmed legendary animals as a means to discover new species like Bigfoot, which was really interesting. They don't allow any video photography. Video recording, but they did allow still photos. So they had so many like cool toys and features and stuffed animals and all these different legendary, like the Loch Ness monster, all these different creatures that we have all these myths and stories about. And this was only $15. So we took a boat ride for $6 and we went to the museum for $15. It actually was an inexpensive trip. Seth wasn't feeling the best in here, but we still had a great time. And then all the other stores that we went to were all in a row. But yeah, they had a lot of nice artifacts, pictures, and all types of creatures that if you're into, this type of genre, it's great, They had so many different signs and cool pictures and artifacts and snakes in a bottle, action figures. They had a lot of things. I would say our only complaint about this location, it is a 2-floor museum, small and quick, more so a lot of looking and a lot of reading as you would in any museum, but they have a lot of little signs for each, different creature that they're referring to. So you had to like look at magazines, newspapers, their little sign in the wall. But upstairs where you see Seth going now, it was so hot up there. I don't know if the heat was on, and obviously heat rises, but it was very, very hot up there. It was kind of uncomfortable. So we kind of breezed through this part. We did not stay up here very, very long. And, but we did get, to take some pictures of everything that was up here. But it's cool, it's something that's cool if you're in the area and you would like to do this. It's cool. We did miss the Children's Museum because of the hour.
Probably not.
Sure how far everything was, it doesn't convey that on the map. But this place was good. I tried the Nashville, Tennessee hot chicken sandwich, and unfortunately I didn't like it, but it was more so, it was just a blend of really strong flavors.
And we going to the coffee shop. The coffee shop called Raguana. It one of them. Well, we gonna drink some small coffee and see if they put sugar tea inside or no. And look at that ball. Just American tea. Small little tea. Wow. That's really, really good. This is a decaf espresso martini, vodka, Kahlua, and Bailey's, and something else. Well, obviously coffee, but something else. But I can't remember the other ingredient she said. What's up, y'all? Okay. You already know it's that Livy collection, always. So today was day 2 of Maine. We are in Portland, Maine, and it's been a great time, I must say. But one topic that I kind of want to talk about a little bit, because like I said, my new direction of my vlog style storytelling is going to be a lot of my travels and just confessional type talking. So because we're in Maine, like when I'm traveling to different places, I don't look up the population of how many black people are there, how many black people live there, do black people go there, which I understand is an important aspect of travel for some people. But I feel like I just try to take the necessary precautions, and I've been in instances where there's people that are other than my skin color. And it's more staring than anything. Maybe a whisper to their spouse or whoever they're with, but it's never really aggressive where it's like, why the F are you in my town? Or what are you guys doing here? It's more so just like a concerned slash interest or surprise, like, oh, especially because it's just me and my son traveling often. But I'm not fearful, and I try to eliminate fear from our travels because it's just me and my kid. Like, this is our family. It might not be traditional for some, but it's me and him. And, this is what we do. This is how we bond, and this is how we have fun with each other. So I just wanted to like stop in because I feel like this vlog, it's going to be so much bigger than what I envisioned it to be. I really wanted this trip to get away, to start my bucket list journey. And it's actually showing me so much more than what I anticipated. And we have been a lot of places so far since we traveled here. And yeah, we are getting a lot of stares. We're getting a lot of looks. We're getting a lot of, oh, hi. How are you? Love your glasses, which is cool. I'm obviously not going to tone down my look. I'm not going to tone down my hair. I'm not going to tone down anything that I feel culturally represents me to blend in when I travel, if that makes sense. But there's plenty of people who are not black here that are welcoming, and it's still a very nice town. It's just, I'm just addressing what I have noticed being in certain areas. They stop in front of our car and just stare into our car, which sometimes it happens in New York as well when you go to certain places, if you're in certain restaurants, and if you're in places where they feel that you can't afford to be here and you're there and being served, it kind of makes them feel like, who let them in? And I had a conversation with my son about it. I asked him, do you notice the looks that we're getting? And he was like, no, I haven't noticed it. He's so innocent. He's such a kid. And I just kind of let him know it's not to target this subject because, like I said, I don't plan my trips and my vacations around this, but it's just for him to know that, when you do travel and you go certain places, there's going to be people that are shocked to see you. There might be areas where they might see you, they might not know you, and they're kind of like surprised to see you in their area. Just for him to be more so aware, and just in general be aware of your surroundings, be aware of where you are, where you're walking, how you're maneuvering in certain areas. But I would say I am so happy that I came on this trip. I'm very excited. I met a lot of great people so far. What I would say is that a lot of things do close very early here, so you do need to definitely plan ahead. I kind of slept in because I drove for X amount of time, probably like 5 hours coming in yesterday. So my son wanted to stay in. So I said, oh, I'm going to wake up early. We're going to go. So the diner that we wanted to go to had a line out the door. But the funny thing is, while we're outside taking photos outside of the location, somebody from the back, he must work like in the industrial area where the ships and boats are. And he's like, Seth is not feeling well. So he was throwing up. And the guy drove past us and he's like, that place will do it to you. And I'm like, we didn't go in yet. He said, you're lucky. So we ended up not going there, not only because of that, but maybe a little. I asked Seth if he wanted to go and he said he didn't want to. But I will say that I've gotten like great opportunities to plan, great opportunities to email, to vlog, and to kind of like pursue this moment of changing up how I'm doing things, and just embracing taking care of me / my kid. And it's been great. This is probably one of our greatest vacations so far, only because it's just us, you know, it's just us, it's water, it's the lighthouse, it's the trees, it's the snow. Is just so smooth. Our hotel has been great and it was inexpensive. It's been very inexpensive so far. So a lot of the details that will be on my reel will show like where we went, what we did. And we're new here too. And people walking up to us like, oh, well, you mentioned that you were doing this or you were doing that. So shout outs to Google. Shout outs to the map. Shout outs to Aloft Hotel in Portland, Maine. It's very convenient and close to many things. We've seen a lot. And we've been having a good time. The bucket list is here and we are going to continue to knock off places. I'm not sure where we're going next month, but we will be going somewhere and I'm going to plan for that. So we are going to continue this journey. And I just wanted to tap in and said, you know, to say that we're having a good time and it is different. And yeah, people are looking and people are watching and asking questions and giving compliments. And I guess they feel like it's like kind of like an icebreaker, but I'm not offended. I don't take offense to that. It's like I'm wearing a snakeskin jacket and cheetah print glasses. I am standing out. But I'm okay with that. And, you know, we're having a good time. The lighthouse was very, very beautiful. So tomorrow what we're going to do is we're going to pack tonight, just chill, and then tomorrow we're gonna go to another town and go see some beaches in that town, and then I'm going to piece this beautiful vlog all together. I try to get Seth to vlog. He's over it. He don't want to vlog with me, but I feel like this vlog being pieced together is gonna be really beautiful. And I've gotten a lot of great photos. Thank you, Seth, even though you know how that goes. But make sure you shop Trinity Place Designs, you know. Even though it has been snowing and raining and things like that, my hair is holding up very, very well. And I am not putting a lot of water on my hair. Steam and heat from the shower is just helping poof it a little bit. You know, holy hold on the edges and just tying it up, and we just been chilling. So tomorrow we are going home. We're back on the road home, and I will vlog that as well. And make sure you check out our YouTube. We have a new video up there about my life as a Liberian girl, and it's showing, you know, the most popular neighborhood in New York, in Staten Island specifically, Little Liberia, and it's about what's in the African store that you haven't stepped into yet. But this trip has been amazing, and I'm excited to see and watch my son grow and see what else is going on. And I hope you guys enjoy the more candid version. It's not like structured so much. It's just me talking into the camera and me showing clips of our journey. So this is it for now. On From Shelves to Shelves with Trinity.